Hello. So, I just did a final walkthrough with my clients on a house that we're just about to close escrow on in a few days. So I wanted to talk about the final walkthrough and the form that we sign that is related to the final walkthrough called the Verification of Property Condition, otherwise known as the VOPC. I think other people, well, they call it VOP as well, I've seen. So basically, the final walkthrough is the very last moment before you purchase your house. Very last moment you get to take a look at the house in person. Basically, you walk through the house. They call it the final walkthrough. You walk through the house and you just make sure that everything that you agreed in writing is kind of reflected in what you see in the final walkthrough. Sometimes there's tenants in the property and they might have moved out during escrow process, and so you're there to make sure that the tenants did everything they said they were going to do. They didn't trash the house. Could be also maybe repairs were being done, and so you want to walk through the house and make sure those repairs were done as agreed in writing in the contract and the escrow. So this is kind of your chance to walk through the house and just make sure that everything that you said you were going to buy is what actually you're going to buy. And the verification of property condition is a formal document that we use by the California Association of Realtors in order to basically state that you have walked through the house in the very end and you are agreeing that everything that you see is what was agreed in writing. So what we have here is usually the property address, and usually in the comments here we just write property was inspected and inspected. I'm a terrible typer, as you can tell. Property was inspected and in as agreed upon condition. Something like that. And basically we send it off to the buyers to sign, sellers sign it as well. And then this is one of the last pieces of documentation that's sent into basically your escrow file in order to keep track of all the documentation, the timeline of all the things that you did in order to go through the escrow process. And after this, basically, there's just signing, loan funding if you have it, and recording and closing. So very soon I'll be able to give these keys to this client as well. I'm going to send this property or send this document for them to sign and get ready to close escrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.